Welcome to the Inner Huddle Extra Time.
Welcome to the Inner Huddle Extra Time, and this is a special edition show because I am joined in the Pez's podcast room with a very special guest, a nearly 10-year-old, Joshua. How are you doing, Josh?
I'm doing good. Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you, very well. And this has all come about because we're running a Pez's Elite Training Camp in a couple of weeks. And we've got a very special guest on that called Danny Mills, who used to play for England, Manchester City and Leeds in the Premier League. And we're going to do a podcast with him when he's there. So I've bought some new equipment.
Wait, Leeds were in the Premier League back then?
Yes, mate.
Wow.
Leeds were in the Premier League back then.
If you support Leeds, I'm sorry, but
Well,
wow.
don't be sorry that they were in the Premier League. They did really well. I'll tell you what, you'll get to meet Danny because we're going to have something to eat with him afterwards because you're a bit too young to be on the actual camp. But you can ask him all these sort of questions about what it's like to play in the Premier League. And
They were close to going in the Premier League this year, I think.
I think he probably played with players like Rio Ferdinand, who we've just heard on the commentary team and BT Sport there. So we've got loads of things we can ask him. He played with David Beckham and Michael Owen and people like that for England. So very, very experienced guy. But anyway, the reason it came about was because I bought another microphone and I've been trying to work out how we can use two microphones. And you said you come in and do a podcast with me so we can try out all the equipment. So here we are.
Yeah.
So we put something on Facebook and asked a few friends and family as well to send in some questions. And we've got a printout of both of these here. Now, I've seen these, but you haven't yet. So I'm even putting you on the spot a little bit, aren't I, mate?
I've seen,
You've got a copy.
two of them. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't forget to talk into the microphone. Right, this is how we'll do. We'll just plough straight through them from the top down. Some of them, and most of them, I must admit, Josh, because everyone's quite excited about it, are for you. And the first one's for you. So we'll go straight in with question number one. And this is for Josh. Why do you play football?
Well, really, I enjoy it and I want to become the best I can be, and hopefully when I'm older, I can become, like a professional football player. And I think football is the best sport in the world. That's my opinion. And I just love football. So
For the love of the game, really.
Yeah, and because I want to become a professional football player.
You didn't start playing though because you want to be a professional. You didn't go out in the park and go, I'm going to kick it around to be a professional.
I didn't start.
So why did you start playing football?
Well, because I enjoyed it, and to be honest, my someone who I started off playing football with, they inspired me into playing football, and I first supported Man United because of this person, but now I've changed. I don't know why I chose this Pacific. Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
Pacific team, Liverpool, because they're rivals, but because you support them and they're a good team, and
Okay, well, I think at your age you're entitled to support whoever you like. But in answer to the first question, why do you play football? Mainly to have fun and enjoy it.
That was when I was younger.
That's when you're younger. So why do you play now?
Some of the same reason. I'm a very competition, how do you say it?
Competitive
person. But I'm a very competitive person, but sometimes it's just for fun. But most of the time I want to be the best I can be, so yeah.
Cool. Love that. Right, so one question down. Excellent. Right, this one's for me. Why do you coach, Perry? Very good question. I've been doing it for so long, I think I've almost forgotten, Josh.
How long?
I started, Josh, 1997. What's that? 22 years ago.
Wow.
As a coach.
That's called Brazilian soccer school, right?
Well, no, that wasn't. This was with a men's team, actually, that we started. So probably started a bit earlier, 1996, but we started a club called Vernham Labels after our sponsors in 1997. But I soon realised that I wanted to coach kids, and I did my UEFA B coaching course and thought, what a load of nonsense. This isn't going to help me to coach kids. It might help me with my adult team to win games, but not to coach kids. So I went and looked for alternatives out there, and that's when I found the Brazilian soccer school, and it was like magic to me. I
Okay.
just thought this is what I've been looking for,
Ooh.
which was brilliant. But I think the reason why I fell in love with coaching was because I was a self-taught footballer, Josh.
Wow.
I only ever played 2 seasons of youth football, one at under 13s, so a lot older than you, and one at under 15s.
Not
So-
a lot. Like
Not a lot
a
older,
few
no,
years
fair
older
enough.
than me.
Yeah.
4 years old.
For 4 years.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, a bit older than you.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I was self-taught. I played in the playground, I played in the street, and like I say, I had 2 seasons where we didn't really get much coaching, and probably only played 20 games or something before I was an adult. But I got to an
Wow.
okay standard, and I was playing against people and with people who played at these great standards.
Like yeah, because you've played with Plymouth, not actual Plymouth,
No, not actually.
but like you've played for
That was recently, just I was well
a
past
charity
it then.
game, and now you kind of had an injury, and now
Yeah,
now you're
Okay,
doing
thanks,
another
Josh.
one.
Yes, well, no, I'm well.
You
I'm
would have
supposed
thought-
to be playing in another charity game, but I don't think I've told you this. But
You
one of our players
Yeah.
is making his debut for England that day.
Wow.
England under 16s, Charlie Webster. So I promised him, obviously been coaching him since he was 5, that if he ever played for England, I would go and watch him wherever it was in the world. And luckily, it's only St George's Park.
oh okay.
But the opposite to that, so unluckily, it's on the same day I'm supposed to be playing in that charity match. So I'm going to have to pull out of that one. But might save my legs for a little bit longer.
You think you would have learned like to not do one again because you hurt stuff. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I broke my toe is what you're trying to say,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yes, and it took a long time to get over. And I was hobbling around and moaning a lot about it. But yeah, going back to the question, which I think was from Jeff. Yeah, I played an okay standard, I guess, and thought, wow, how good could I have been if I'd have had some coaching, and from 5 and 6 years of age, and how come that some of these players that have played 10 years of youth football before me are not that good, so the coaching can't be great. And I started to think there must be a bit of a problem there, and looked into it and got the bug for it, and here I am still doing a podcast with you. Who'd have believed it, eh?
No.
Right, now we've got some coming up for you, Josh.
Okay.
So
Finally.
this one says, Josh, what do you think it takes to be the best player you could possibly be?
Working hard, training hard. I watched a video on YouTube, and there was this kid that. Oh, sorry.
It's like, maybe
there's-
it's talking to microphone, that's all.
Okay. There was this kid who it said no day off, but yeah. He trained for football nearly every day, and I just think put hard work into your training if you like go to training or play for a team. If you don't even play for a team, then and you want to be a footballer, well, it doesn't really matter. Just practice. People say practice makes perfect, but I don't think it does. You can't. No one can be perfect at something.
Okay, there's
So,
no harm in trying to be
Yeah,
perfect. I
you
prefer
can try, but you can't. Be
I prefer the
perfect.
saying practice makes permanent, because you can practice something bad and become really, really good at
Good at
doing
being
it badly.
bad.
Yeah, exactly. So it becomes permanent. So you need to know what to practice,
Mm.
and then to practice hard.
I would recommend if you want to get coach good Pezza Street Soccer. So yeah.
Okay, I'll slip you that $5 later. Well done, mate. I like that. That's good.
Oh,
Right.
I'll say that like 20
no,
times.
you can't keep saying it, bud. Right. Right. And the next question number, what's this for? I think I haven't numbered them here, but it's for you again, Josh. I think you're becoming the star of the show already.
Yeah.
Josh.
Shall I take over for you?
Yeah. You can do. We'll call it the Josh show or something. But anyway, let's get on to this question. Right. Josh. Is there anything different you would like to see happening at Pezza Street Soccer coaching sessions? Wow. That's a big one. And it wasn't from me, by the way.
Who is this? Do you know who this from?
I think this was Jeff again, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jeff. You put me on the spot.
Yeah, it's put you on the spot. Perhaps I should have warned you that was going to be a biggie like that coming up. What do you like at the Pezza Street Soccer sessions?
I like the way they coach, and sorry again.
alright.
I like the way they coach, and that you get how many, like an hour,
Depends
training.
which session. You come to the Saturday one from 2 till 4,
and
and the
academy.
Monday academies, which is 6 late. So you get 4 hours a week.
I used to go to my age group, but now I go to year 5 and 6.
You do, yeah.
Mondays. because I'm good enough.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to say no.
Just because you invited me, but anyways.
I think you deserve the challenge. And
I like it.
It's good to mix it up.
Anyways, yeah.
Go on, sorry,
okay. How many hours do you get at the academy? An hour
2.
and a half. 2 hours.
Yeah.
How many hours of training and how many hours of match time?
About 50-50 mainly. So you
I
probably get
think
an
it's
hour training
even-
and an hour matches.
I think it's even that you get like hour of each. Personally, I think matches aren't depending on what match. Like if you're in like, I think training's more important, but like that's just my opinion. So
Yeah, there's undoubtedly the matches is what it's all about because it's fun and that's the game.
yeah,
But if you've got the mindset that you want to be the best you can be, then you need to know that you have to train.
I
That's
think
anything.
normally when I go to Pizza Street Soccers, it feels like the training, the
So you
training,
don't need to keep saying sorry. Just speaking to the microphone. You're doing well. You're doing really well.
like, what was I gonna say?
You talk about the training. Sorry,
oh
I
yeah,
put you off there, didn't I, bud?
What was I gonna say?
About the Pez's academy session. So it's a 50-50 split.
Oh yeah. Normally when we're training, I normally like doing the training part. Well, to be honest, when you're doing matches, you're kind of training too, but you're as a team player, as a team.
Yeah. So
But
you
at Pez's, you get to like. It's not about. It's about you individually, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And for when it's the training, like proper doing skills or something like that, core skills, it feels like 5 minutes, which I think that's because I'm enjoying it. But yeah,
Yeah, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
yeah.
So we haven't really answered Jeff's question here, though, have we? What would you like to see happening more?
Not. They're doing. I don't know really. They're doing fine. They're doing good.
He did put you on the spot with that one a bit,
Yeah.
didn't
And I don't know what to say. So.
he? I think you did very, very well, to be honest, Josh.
Oh, okay.
So well done. Keep going, kid. Right. Another one for Josh. They're coming in thick and fast for you, mate.
Okay.
Right. I think these ones were from Tommy Gentleman. I'm not sure because I haven't written them all down next to him. But what do you and your friends enjoy the most? Playing football in the park or playing FIFA online?
I don't really play FIFA online.
You don't really? You did the other day.
Yeah,
saw
I
you.
did.
Yeah.
So football in the park.
Football in the park.
I for some reason I always loved to be an outfield player, but now I'm like kind of in the goalkeeper. I don't know.
Yeah, no, you play wherever you enjoy.
I've never been a goalkeeping person, and I watched one game of football, and I watched this thing on YouTube where it was like a thing where people could come in and watch England play, and it was when Joe Hart, was that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know is he English?
Yes.
And it was probably him.
Yeah.
Joe Hart was doing some training with some other other goalkeepers that are English, but maybe like a sub goalkeeper or a reserve goalkeeper, and maybe that inspired me, but I don't know.
Yeah, you seem to have taken a liking to going in goal, haven't you?
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
but I feel like I'm better out pitch.
I love goalkeeping training because it's all individual, which is obviously what my passion is, about helping children to fulfil their
Let's go to
potential.
Then why don't like when
knew
we
this was coming.
when we go to the park, I say, can I bring a ball and can we play some goalkeeping for a bit? And you're like, no, I have to walk the dog and.
I've had a broken toe. We'll go to the
That
park
was like-
after this podcast, okay?
Good. That's why I wanted it.
Yes, dummy promise? Yeah, there we go. Right, good. Okay, so now we're off to the park. Right, so
Not now.
yeah,
Don't worry.
I think Tommy asked that question because he plays a lot of FIFA online. I'm sure he does. Right. But he also played in the same team as Tommy for a while.
I thought one of the questions would have been because my mum asked this a lot because she's like,
Go on.
like my mum asks this a lot. She says, "Are you sure you're that into football?" Because she says like, "What would you rather? Video games like Fortnite, which I like, or football?" And I thought that was going to come up on one of the questions.
Okay.
Is
Well,
it one of the questions?
No, not yet. Well, we'll see. We'll see what comes up. There are some questions from your mum in there somewhere, Josh.
Okay.
So, but there's nothing to worry about. Right.
Okay.
Again, this must be from Tommy, I think, because it's on the similar lines. Would you rather be the best in the world at football or FIFA? I think I know the
Football.
answer to this one. Yeah, football.
If I would rather play football than FIFA, it's obviously be the best.
Yeah, I think so. It kind of answered itself, didn't it? But
Yeah. Okay.
brilliant.
Well, who do you think send that in again?
Tommy Gentleman, who's another guest on our show.
Okay.
Not on a show. Well, he has been a guest on my show. He was a guest on my radio show. But he's a motivational speaker and life coach, and he's coming in on our elite training camp.
Nice,
In a
but I
couple of
won't be
weeks.
there, so yeah.
You won't be there, no. I don't know what you'll be doing. You'll
Um,
be chilling out. And...
probably going.
Oh no, we're practicing with the ball in the park. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Right, let's move on.
Goalkeeping.
I think these are for both of us. Right. Who inspires you in football and why? I'll start with you, Josh.
Well, mainly I don't want to mention him because I've got a stepdad now.
No,
But
that's fine, Josh. But are there any sort of players or coaches or
you
or your
in
friends?
fo-
Thank you. Yeah, that's partly my job. But
Well, no, I actually inspired. I'll say who I got inspired by, which I don't. I just like football in general. But I inspired this kid in our class. I don't really hang out with him that much, so yeah. I think his name's like Alfie, and he's not very sporty.
okay.
And
Are you trying to inspire him?
yeah,
You're coaching the making.
I succeeded. So.
Brilliant. Well done you.
He played like a few games, and then yeah,
What
he
about
stopped.
professional players? Who have you got
Who-
a poster of on the wall upstairs?
I've got a signed picture by Ronaldo that you gave me, a picture of Ronaldo in my room, another signed one of Ronaldo. You've got 3 signed ones of Ronaldo, one,
Yeah, let's give
2
away
in
his prizes,
Juventus
but-
and 1 Man
You
United.
gave away one on
which
the holiday camp last week, actually.
And I'm so I remember the time in one of your courses where I got picked out twice. My name got picked out twice, and there are 2 cards. One of them was Hazard, which I got chosen.
Yeah.
And the other one was Ericsson. I don't know, someone
Was
like
it?
that. I wish they were Ronaldo and Ronaldo, so I get both of them.
Yeah, I remember the Hazard one.
It's at my house next to my Ronaldo signed one that you gave me. So thank you. But
Absolute pleasure.
you, how much does it cost for me to have one of them
One
signed?
of those.
Those. Yeah.
Okay, I promise I won't correct you again.
No, it's
how much do they
fine.
cost? I get them from all sorts of
No, I
places.
mean, how much does it cost me to get it
Yeah.
from you?
Okay, we'll come up with some sort of competition maybe later.
Okay.
Maybe see if I can score some penalties past you. But we'll see. But those ones actually, in all seriousness, are to hand out at holiday camp next week for the Star Prize.
Just buy some new ones.
I'm going to answer this. Who inspires you in football and why? Actually, I'm a bit stumped. Been lucky enough to have loads of good coaches and mentors over the years.
You coach professional players,
I
haven't
have
you?
coached professional players.
Who?
I don't know if they inspired me. Adam Lallana, who we've just seen on the telly.
He scored
and
a pen.
Chambo,
But
he
we
scored
lost,
his as well, didn't
so,
he?
yeah.
Yeah, we lost, but anyway. Yeah, both of them. But coaches like Alan Pardew, Nigel Atkins, people like that
okay.
inspired me a lot. But to
Nice.
play football originally, probably Platini, someone like that.
Platini?
Yeah, he was a great footballer for France and Juventus back in the day. And then my favourite was Roberto Baggio, and I was a
We've
bit
got a
older.
dog called Baggio. You named him after him.
I
right?
did name my dog.
Where is
after Roberto
Baggio?
I don't know. We shut the door so we can't get in.
Oh yeah, so you just okay.
Right, next question.
Stay out there,
We don't
Badge.
have to go through the whole team here, but someone's sent in who would be in your dream team.
I made one on FIFA,
Okay, go on. then.
and can I where's my phone?
Oh yeah, it's on your phone, isn't it? Well, just try and remember some of the names. You don't have to do the whole team. 'cause
Wait,
we haven't got
can't
that
you
long.
pause these?
No, I'm not pausing it so you can go and get your phone.
Yeah, I wanna
I
show
can
you.
remember one that you did earlier.
Yeah, it
You
was
had
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
Messi. It was a legend in
Yeah, and you had Maradona in there.
Maradona.
Yeah. Your midfield wasn't that great, but you were all right at the back.
Yeah.
All right, should we just say pick your 3 best players of all time then that you would have in your team?
Best players. Ronaldo, of course.
Yeah.
I just picked the three that's up front for my dream team.
What, Ronaldo, Messi, and Maradona?
Yeah, I like Maradona, but I've seen like a few videos of him play.
Yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah, I wouldn't have seen it live because, like, I wasn't alive. Like, 1980. No, when was he born?
Well, he played, particularly in the 1986 World Cup was when he was at his peak.
Oh, okay.
And Argentina won the World Cup. Cool.
Okay.
I'll stick with what you said, but I think we should have Virgil van Dijk at the back.
Yeah.
Right.
Or that I forgot. Sorry.
Go on. No, you carry on.
Okay.
After you.
I forgot his name, but he played for Man City. The one who blocked that the shot, like.
Oh, on the line in the game we've just watched.
Yeah.
Walker.
Yeah, Walker.
Yeah, he did well, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he's Man City, so nah. I don't know.
Anyway, I'm not sure you're getting an all-time dream team, but yeah, it's a good player.
Mm.
Right. What do you enjoy about football the most?
It really says the most.
Yeah, what do you enjoy about football the most? What are the best
what do I
parts? What gives
enjoy?
you the most joy when you're playing football?
I just
Don't want to give you any examples, so I want it to be from you.
no, because I don't really know. Like, I enjoy football in general because I have ever since I was like.
Yeah, but
3
what
years
part?
old.
I think they want to know what part. So, for
All of
instance, if you're a goalkeeper, it might be making long shot saves. What do you enjoy the most?
I used to. I still outpitch plan really.
Yeah. What about it? Do you like the match? Do you like being with your friends?
I like the match. I don't really. I just like football in general.
You are a bit like me when I was young. I just like playing football
Yeah.
because I think
Same.
if I had loads of other children sat here, they would probably say goals. I like scoring goals and things like that. But
I just
you
like
just
playing-
love playing, don't you? And in any position.
I just like to. Yeah, any position. Yeah. I used to hate going defence, and my
Why?
mum actually said to our previous coach, she said, does he look like he's made to go in goal? And we're not driving up here like 45 minutes to see our son go in goal, and he's
No, go on.
just no.
Keep going. I just think that's funny.
And
Yes,
they
your
still
mum's learnt a lot as well.
they still played
over
me.
the
They
years
still
about-
played me in goal.
Well, you need to
It
practice.
was mostly my nan. I like playing in goal though now, so yeah, put me in goal if you like.
And imagine if you.
I'll save like a few goals.
Imagine if you'd have played a little bit more when they wanted you to, then you'd be even better in goal now than
I
you
still
are.
went in goal. They didn't listen to my mum and nan.
No, I mean,
Of
no one
course.
listens to your mum, do they? Oh no, she's going to listen to this, and I'm in trouble. But no, your mum's learnt a lot as well. So I don't think she would.
She
would
probably
do
won't
that now.
listen to this.
But a lot of parents, they want their children to play further forward because they want them to score goals because they think that's what the game's
Normally, when you've said this to us before, I'm just magpieing off
about. Oh
what
goodness, go on. I'm
Um,
actually getting a bit of a sweat on now, Josh, for what you're coming out with.
you said.
Your confidence is up, isn't it? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Go on.
Anyways, he said normally when kids come back from their games, they said, "Did you score? Did you win?"
Yes.
Did you? No, the exact words you said in the exact order. Did you win? Did you score? There you
Yeah.
go. That's right.
That's what most people think that it's about. Did you win? Did you score? And then it's like, oh, better luck next time.
No.
But you might have had the best game of your life, mightn't you? And you might have really enjoyed it. So it's not. It's the wrong way round. It should be the fun and enjoyment and development over all of that. But we won't get too deep.
If they didn't watch the game, just say you did. Even if you didn't, just say you did.
Do I just say yeah?
I've done that a lot.
If you'd have been there, you'd know. We scored a hat trick, and we won. But we didn't, or did we? I don't know.
You would know if.
Well, you'd know, but
Yeah.
they'd know if they'd been there. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Okay.
Right.
Next question.
Oh, Josh, you're killing me, man. Right.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I think that's probably for you.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. It could be for me.
Actually, you would think football, and you're right, but there are other backup.
Go on.
jobs.
What's your backup plan?
Well, I always thought, ever since video games came out and give me a big hit, I kind of wanted to be a YouTuber, and then I went back to football because I was like, I'm just gonna keep raging. So so now my backup is either, because you say I don't train for this, but I do at my nan's house sometimes because my uncle's a boxer.
Oh,
Well,
go on.
he was a
yeah,
boxer.
You mentioned you like your boxing, don't you?
So back up that, and also if that didn't work out, then YouTube. But
Okay.
I might start.
So football,
YouTube channel.
boxing,
I might
and
just start a
YouTube.
YouTube channel when I'm young, because you can do that.
Yeah.
You can't start a Twitch channel, but I don't care about that. Anyways, yeah. So
Okay.
mainly
And if I knew what
football.
Twitch was, I would join in
It's-
your conversation.
It's basically YouTube, but you can only go live. you can't-
Live streaming. Okay. Well, I've learned something. That's excellent.
Yeah.
What do I want to be when I grow up? Steam train driver.
Oh, okay.
Still?
Nice streams. Didn't you say you wanted to be like a sports writer in like newspapers or whatever they're called?
When I was
When
your
you were
age,
younger.
I wanted to be what they call a journalist, a sports journalist.
I thought you would want to be a footballer.
No, I was like I said, I never really played when I was your age.
Mm.
Only in the playground. Didn't play for a team, so I
Like
probably...
we're gonna do in like maybe a few. Like,
Yeah, we'll go to the park in a bit. Yeah.
No, maybe yeah. Okay.
What? So yeah, what would you want to be when you grow up? I think
Mainly.
I'm still going to
football.
answer that. I still want to do writing, Josh. I want to write a book.
You were writing a book.
I know. I've been
and
writing
it
how
took
many
you
years?
4 to 3 years, and you haven't even finished like 6 pages. Yet.
No, I've done quite a bit, Josh.
What? Alright, I was just saying that. Anyways, and I tried to make a book, but then I was like,
There's more fun things to do, is what you thought. Isn't there?
I'm not made to write books. So yeah,
Well, you do whatever you're made to do, kid.
it's taking you 3 to 4 years though.
No, I don't get the time, do I?
Just don't make one then.
And if I wasn't going to the park in a minute to play football with you, then I'd write a couple of pages.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you're right. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
Right, come on then. Let's crack on.
Probably deal with work,
Probably,
because
mate.
that's. I like your work sometimes because it's around technology. Well, at home, because
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
all
Isn't
you
it?
have to do is go on your phone. You could like, if you want a break, you'd be like, get a cup of tea, like play some video games or watch YouTube or something. But you don't do that, do you?
No.
You just get a cup of tea.
Well, coffee.
Coffee.
But, yeah.
I'm not a very big coffee person.
No, you
I
like
don't
your
know
tea,
why.
don't you?
And then one of my cousins, she's Romany or Roman? No. Yeah. I do have a cousin called Romany. No. Of my nan's friend. No. I have no clue, but I know them.
I have no clue, Judge. Just call this the No Clue podcast. I don't
Okay.
even know what the question was now. Should we
I
move
think
on?
I think they're my cousin, and they like tea, and then they came back from Africa, and then they like coffee.
That's a great story, Josh. I like it. Right.
But it's
adding
not about
value.
football, so just don't remember that.
It doesn't
it's
matter.
not important.
You can talk about whatever you like, buddy. This is your show. You're the star guest.
Yeah.
Right. What's your most memorable moment in football? Do you want me to go or you go? 'Cause this is to both of us.
Can I go first?
Of
Because
course you may, young man.
it's not about me, but it's like something I witnessed. Someone called Fraser in our team scored a bicycle kick.
Wow.
It wasn't like Ronaldo scored against Juventus and then he moved to Juventus, so that
Yeah.
kind of didn't work out. But it was a
You
good
scored
move.
one for Juventus as well, didn't
Yeah.
you? Overhead kick? And
Oh yeah,
Real Madrid.
yeah,
Yeah.
against Juventus.
Against Juventus. Yeah.
And it was like
Or was it for
didn't-
Juventus against Real Madrid? I can't remember now, but anyway.
no,
go
it
on.
was
the other way
Romeo
around.
Villiena, yeah. So he went like he kicked it up, so it wasn't a proper one. It went up, and the goalkeeper tried to catch it. He caught it,
Right.
and then
This
it
is your
fell
buddy
back.
Fraser, yeah?
Yeah,
I
and
know
another one is when I
like the way your first one was about someone else. I think that's nice.
and then another one is when
Because mine are all about me,
oh
which probably won't surprise you. Oh, I feel guilty now. Go on, what's your other
and
moment?
another one
Pick
is
one
when
for
I
yourself.
when I made a save in my first save ever. I was
Your first save ever.
yeah.
What, in the match?
yeah.
Cool.
I was like, yes, get in! I saved! I'm a brilliant goalkeeper! Yay! And then I let like, and
You
then
let a few in afterwards,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, I'm the best goalkeeper out of all of you, except our actual
Except
goalkeeper.
for when I'm picking the ball out of my net.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
we'll
our
practice
actual
a bit.
goalkeeper. Yeah, of course we're going to park in a bit. Anyways, all right, go on. You'll go.
Oh, my go. Right. Well, I'm lucky
Mhm.
that I've scored a few goals
Yeah.
that
don't
I
brag.
remember. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen one of
I've
them.
scored at the Dell. which was pretty cool.
There's one
'cause
about Southampton. You scored.
yeah,
Didn't they go barring in or something like that?
yeah, there was one at St Mary's, yeah.
I
Two
didn't.
at
I
St
didn't
Mary's.
even go, and I remember.
And that's special because I played with Football Paul in that match, and he set me up for one of my goals.
He didn't. Didn't he like dink it kind of?
Yes, yeah, there is a video for
How
that.
do I know
I'll talk you
this?
through it later, Josh.
My mum probably doesn't even know this, and she went to the game.
No, she didn't go to that one.
How did
but-
you not invite us?
Well, I didn't know you then. No, probably before, it was before you were born, I think.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, the St Mary's one was.
Yeah, it was. Okay,
But what,
nice.
what was the last game I played in?
Plymouth.
The Plymouth game. I think that's my most memorable moment in football.
You-
Scoring them when you were watching.
You thought that when you scored, we
Yeah.
were against Barcelona in the semi-final,
Yes. we
and
were.
they scored at the exact same time as well.
And
Not
I
the
thought the big
exact
cheer
same,
was for my goal, yeah?
and it was for your goal. Well, maybe not Toby's, but
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah,
then-
he was
then we
watching
did
a
the-
Barcelona game, wasn't he? Yeah.
yeah.
Brilliant. And as a coach, my most memorable moment was in the tunnel of the new camp.
Oh, did you see Ronaldo?
No. This is with
That
the
was
team
the
as a
one-
coach. So I took an under-9 team out to play.
You have seen Ronaldo in the tunnel, right?
I have seen Ronaldo in the tunnel. I've met Ronaldo and I've met Messi as well. So it's
You're
loads of
so
memorable
lucky. Why?
Well, you just, as with anything in life, Josh, you decide what you want to do and where you want to get to, and then you just try and work hard and work towards that every day, and good things happen along the way. And
Oh,
they
okay.
were good things. And who knows, one day you do the same, or you'll play against these people, or be one of them. Who knows? All right.
You can't be the. Oh, okay.
You can't
yeah.
be exactly
yeah,
there,
and,
no,
yeah.
but you can be the
Yeah.
next Messi, maybe. Who knows?
Hmm.
Right. Oh, this one's for me, Perry.
Mm.
Oh, this one's a serious one, Perry. What's the main differences between individual coaching that you do and what everyone else does? Well, I think the answer's in the question. What we do
Individual.
is individual coaching, and most of the stuff that's on offer out there is, however they
Team.
package it up, is team stuff. So, and team training is really, and I hate to say it, Josh.
Not
so
like
I-
it's about the whole team.
Well, yeah, and I get into trouble sometimes for saying things I think, but I'm going to say it. Team training is mainly just organising and teaching kids roles and responsibilities, and I think children are capable of more than that. So a lot of coaches and managers just want to organise where you should be at what time, and depending on where your mates are and where the ball is, and all you're doing is organising and teaching kids roles and responsibilities.
If you want
for
to
positions.
organise, go be an actor or an actress,
But
or
it's fine,
cleaning
Josh,
lady.
because they want to
Or
win a
man.
game. They want to win a game,
yeah,
which is fine because it's part of a team. But the flip side of that
or
is
be organised.
They-
Sorry.
the flip side of that is that they neglect the individual side of things. So going back to you and the boxing,
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
like
individual.
yeah, I liken to what I do to a bit like boxing training or
Goalkeeper training.
goalkeeper training or golf, snooker, even cricket. They break it down into individual practices, and they practice over and over and over and repeat.
I think the fielding's more of a team thing.
Yeah, but they still practice throwing the ball against things so it rebounds to them individually, and they practice all the different components, the individual components, over and over.
Like,
Like,
there's a rebound that you can buy a rebounder. I know one that's cheap.
Oh, do you? You have to let me know then, because I could do with a rebounder. Jeff's got one. It's great.
Like you can just keep passing at it for days.
Yeah, and it comes back at different speeds.
Mm.
But like the boxing, they work on the speed bag, the heavy bag, skipping, movement patterns,
Skipping.
hand speed, foot speed.
They do that.
Yeah, that's the speed bag.
Yeah. Okay.
And obviously the skipping, they do pad work, so it's all about movement patterns.
They don't just get in a ring and just start to punch each other.
Well, if all boxers ever did was spar, and all tennis players ever did was play matches, and so on and so on, and golfers only ever did 18 holes all the time, they'd never fulfil their potential. And it's the same with football.
Mm.
So you need to work at all the individual parts as well. But people don't get it and don't see it. So that's the biggest difference.
Oh, okay.
Happy?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, we got a bit deep there, didn't we, bud? Right.
Mm.
Oh, wow. Do you know who this one came in from?
Yeah.
This one has come in from Andy Reid, the ex-Ireland footballer, and Nottingham Forest legend. Okay.
Legend.
Yes. This is
Lucky
why I
boy.
said, and he's also the manager now of,
Iron
I
Man.
think it's the Ireland under 18 squad. So this is a good one. How do you develop a relationship between coach and young player?
I thought he was just gonna say, how do you develop a relationship? You're like, are you that desperate?
That's a different podcast. It's a different advice show, that, Josh. How do you develop a relationship between coach and young player, and can the young player help in this relationship? Wow. Over to you.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
I wasn't even listening.
Okay, do you want me to answer it?
Wait,
okay,
what is
first
the
part.
question again?
How do you develop a relationship between coach and young player? I think this bit's for me. So I would always say be honest. Definitely be honest, be authentic, be yourself. If you're honest, players will respect you. Tell them how it is. Don't lie. Don't hide anything that's... I'm actually thinking of adult football a little bit here, the way to treat players. But with the young players still, be honest. Because kids, even better than adults, are very good at seeing through you when you're dishonest. Or you, yes.
I can.
Can't he see right through you?
We have special powers.
You have special see-through power, and they also know. They also know when you're being talked down to. It's a big word now, again, so I'm probably talking down to you, but patronising. And I think children learn when they're being spoken to. You can't speak to them like adults because you're not adults.
You can speak to me like an adult.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Because, well...
What about the other part of the question then? Can the young player, that'd be you, help in the relationship with a coach?
Yeah.
Go on then, how?
By doing what they're meant to do.
Doing what they're
Like
meant to do.
if they messed around all the time, it'd make the relationship hard. Like it'd make their jobs harder.
Exactly.
So and yeah, that.
And what about if things aren't going your way or you don't understand something? What could you do to help this relationship?
What could you do to help if it's
So
not
if you don't
going
understand something, so if I'm doing a coaching drill or something, and you don't understand it, what could you do to help the relationship?
ask, like, if I don't understand it,
Yeah.
then ask, like,
Yeah, ask questions.
yeah,
Yes,
ask.
exactly.
Like,
So I think you can ask questions.
like in school, if you don't understand, like, if you're stuck in a really hard maths question or guided reading, which I hate, by the way. I
Okay.
hate guided reading. It's so hard.
What is guided reading?
It's like, do you know? It's like you get like massive read it like paper full of words, like a book, and it's like
a book.
and it's
Go on.
it's basically 3 whole pages of whole writing and like a book, and basically, and then you have to go back in it and check for like answers for the questions, and I just can't be bothered to just go back for the whole thing. Like,
Can't you just read a book? We're reading a book. What book are we reading at the moment?
Hobbit.
We are reading
I don't want to
Hobbit.
read. I want to read the 5. What was it?
Go on, see if you can remember. What did I buy for us?
Summit 5 Summit Adventures.
Yeah, the famous 5.
Fam-
Yes, by Enid Blyton.
Nice.
Yes, so that's our book review then. Read the famous 5.
Yeah.
That's like a little feature. We should have a little music for that, shouldn't
I
we?
think
for
we've gone off
feature?
the question.
We have gone off. Do you know why? Because it was a real tough one.
Anyways, yeah, just
But thanks, Reedy.
make it easier for the.
Top man. He's 9. But yeah, good question.
Yeah, I'm 9.
Josh, do you know what? We've run out of questions. Thank you to everybody
Aww.
that sent some in. I
Wait, look on
really
Facebook.
enjoyed it.
Look to see if there's any more. My mum.
Well, if
did
there's any
any-
more, we'll do another one. And if it goes down well,
You
perhaps,
said my mum did one, and
yeah.
none of these sound like.
So
What
your mum was the Dream Team one.
Oh well, that's.
You know,
Really?
as anonymous, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Josh, thank you very much. Shake my hand. Good lad. Thank you very much. Really, really, really enjoyed the show. And maybe we'll do it again sometime.
What about when we get more questions?
Okay.
See
well,
if
we'll
we've got more questions, because it's been like 24 hours or like 12 hours since you've posted that thing, right?
Well, we'll see. And if we do, we'll do another one. All right?
Oh, okay.
Thanks again. And thanks everyone for listening.
Bye.